Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taya, and today I'm showing you guys how I did this like Halloween-ish type of makeup. So let's get right into the video. But before we get into the makeup, I do have a quick sponsor. Shout out to Warby Parker for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I've worked with them before and I wear their glasses when I'm not wearing contacts, and I am so in love with these glasses, guys. I switched it up and I got a couple animal print frames for the Halloween season. So if you aren't familiar with Warby Parker, they are a one-stop shop for eyeglasses, sunglasses, contacts, and eye exams, and you can shop online or in store. The glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses, and they make it easy for you to choose your best fit because they offer a free home try-on program. This is my second time ordering the home try-on, and the process is super simple and comes with a prepaid shipping label so you can ship it right back. I even renewed my prescription using their app, so Warby Parker makes glasses shopping such a stress-free experience. The quality is amazing, and I haven't tried a pair I didn't like, which makes it hard for me to only pick one, but I'm thinking my favorite are the tortoise shell. What do y'all think? Another bonus is that if you download the app, you can use the virtual try-on. It's super realistic, and it's how I choose all the pairs I want to try on for free. So if you guys want to check out Warby Parker, I will have the link in my description where you can try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free. And again, thank you so much, Warby Parker, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into this makeup. Alright, you guys, I'm super excited for this look. This was a little out of my comfort zone, just a little different than the content I usually post, but I'm starting off by priming my face. I'm using 2 different primers. They both give me a really nice glow, and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is going to make sure my makeup really sticks to my face and stays on all night. Now I'm just color correcting using my red color corrector from Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to set that in place with the Laura Mercier setting powder. And I'm working on my eyes first today, so I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to prime my lids for eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is more in depth than I usually do, so I want to make sure my eyelids are primed and even to make sure the colors really pop. First, I'm taking a warm light brown shade from the Morphe 35A palette, and that's just going to be my transition color to make sure all my other colors blend in very nice and seamlessly. So I'm just packing that all over my lids at first with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to diffuse that out in circular motion. So I'm going to do this for both eyes, and then once I feel like I have the pigment that I'm looking for, I'm going to go in and start working on the darker colors for my cut crease. Okay, so I'm using this Morphe Smoke and Shadow palette. All the colors are very cool and smoky, which I feel like is perfect for a Halloween makeup look. So I'm just packing on this light grayish brown kind of shade, and I'm going to start at the front of my crease, and I'm applying it with tapping motions before I start diffusing it out. And I'm also going to stay above my crease because this is where I want the cut to be. So tapping it in first and then blending it out really helps you get the pigment that you need. And now I'm going to start deepening the colors. So I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade with a smaller blending brush, and again I'm packing it on first before really diffusing it out. This is giving me the most pigment, and I don't really worry about it being too perfect because again we're going to be cutting the crease. And yeah, so I want this color to be really concentrated all across my eyelid, and I'm also going to wing it out a little at the end. You guys can bring it out as far as you like, but I'm just going to do a slight little wing with the eyeshadow. Now I'm going back into the light brown shade from the Smoke and Shadow palette with a clean blending brush, and I'm going to be working on blending out the harsh edges. So you only want to focus on blending the top of the shadow because again we're cutting the crease, so it doesn't have to be perfect on the bottom. But then I'm going to just go back and forth in between the 2 colors, just deepening up both of the colors and just doing that until I feel like I have the best pigment and I feel like it looks good, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Mine definitely wasn't. Y'all are going to see mine came out a little uneven, but I didn't stress it too much, and my eyes aren't really the best to demonstrate a cut crease because I have a lot of excess skin. So I don't tend to do eyeshadow in general, especially anything this in depth, but I just wanted to try this out. I thought it would be fun to show you guys. So yeah, I'm just going back and forth blending everything out, and I went in with the first brown transition shade and really diffused the top to make sure everything looked seamless. Next, I'm taking the Tarte Shade Tape Concealer and I'm going to start cutting the crease. So basically what I did is look forward, and at the end of my eyelid, I took the concealer and winged it out right underneath the wing I created with the eyeshadow. So I'm just creating the tail of my cut crease right underneath the natural crease of my eyelid. And I hope I'm making sense, but in the front, I'm just curving it to my liking, and I'm doing it a little bit above my crease, and then I just connected both parts of the concealer together, and I played around with it until it was the shape that I liked. And then I blended it in with a concealer brush, and I'm going back in with the 35A palette. I'm going to use the first shade, which is a bone color, and I packed that on my eyelid. And you guys can kind of see the right eye, which is y'all's left, is a little weirdly shaped. I didn't really notice because I was kind of far away from the mirror, but just ignore it. The other eye is a little better, but like I said, I didn't really care too much because it all came out good in the end. So now I'm just working on my other eye. And off topic, but for those of you who've been asking about my Instagram finally gave me my account back, so you guys can go follow that account. It's TayaRenee_. And yeah, I just had to let y'all know real quick. So after I pack the white color on, I'm going to take a small detail brush, and I'm taking a black shade from the Smoke and Shadow palette, and I made a really thin line right at the cut crease, and this is going to help to really create that dimension and contrast between the light and dark shades and enhance the top of the cut crease. After I feel like everything is looking how I want, I'm going to work on my face makeup. So first I'm covering the red color corrector, and I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and blending it out with a beauty blender. Once it's blended, I'm going to set it with powder just to make sure it's set in place and doesn't blend in with my foundation. So next up is foundation, and I'm using the Dior Backstage in the shade 4.5N. This is my new favorite foundation. The coverage and color match are really good, so I'm applying it in circular motions using a flat and dense foundation brush and then tapping it in, and this gave me the best coverage. And then I'm going to go in with a little more foundation on my beauty blender and pack that on just to make sure everything is blended and as full coverage as possible. I want this look to be very full coverage and sculpted and carved out because it is Halloween, so I feel like it's the perfect time to really show out with your makeup. I just set that into place, and now I'm highlighting my face. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape again, and I'm just applying it in the normal places I usually do. Then I took my Born This Way concealer and used it around my mouth because it is a little darker than the Shape Tape, and I don't want the area around my mouth to be too ashy or have like a lot of flashback in photography, so I just switched out the concealer when I worked on that area. Then I'm going to go in and blend everything out. I'm starting off using a foundation brush and packing it in, and then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend everything out. Now I'm adding a little bit more concealer under my eyes, and I'm going to let it sit while I blend out the concealer on my nose just to get the most coverage under my eyes and really brighten them up. And then for my nose, I'm using a concealer brush to tap it in, and then a beauty blender to make sure it's blended. And then I'm going to blend out the concealer I let sit under my eyes again using my beauty blender. For my nose contour, I'm using the Merit Beauty foundation stick, and I'm just carving out my nose, and I'm going to blend it in, going back and forth between a concealer brush and a beauty blender until I feel like it's blended enough. Next, I'm going to use this little powder puff and use my Laura Mercier setting powder to carve out the sides of my nose and set underneath my eyes so that I don't get any fallout when I'm finishing up my eyeshadow. And I'm also going to set my forehead, chin, and around my mouth because these are the areas that my makeup tends to come off the quickest. And now I'm going to put all the details on the eyeshadow. So I'm placing the powder puff where I want my wing to be, and I'm taking the dark brown shade from the Smoke and Shadow palette, and I'm just carving out a wing. So if you're new to eyeliner or a beginner to makeup, using an eyeshadow to do a wing liner is super simple because the brush does all the work and the shadows are really easy to diffuse. So I'm just packing it on with patting motions and kind of winging it out at the end, making sure the pointed tip of the brush is facing out towards my ear. And I feel like this look is very much feline, cat eye, but you can also play around with it and make it more like Euphoria or any Bratz character if you're going as a Bratz doll for Halloween. I feel like this look is very universal. You can use it for a lot of different Halloween looks, and you can also play with the colors too and just make it your own. But I feel like this is a good layout for a like basic cute Halloween makeup look. So now I'm just wiping away the excess powder, and I'm gonna go in and bronze up my face. So I kind of went out of order, but I guess, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to do my bronzer right now. So yeah, just bronzing up my face, again using tapping motions. I always just tap everything in. I try not to move the brush around too much because I don't want to mess up my foundation underneath. And I'm doing the normal places I always bronze, and then I'm also gonna use a clean eyeshadow brush to set my nose contour into place and bronze up around my mouth. For blush, I'm using this pink shade from my Morphe palette, and I'm tapping that in with a blush brush. And I wanted my blush to be on my cheekbones today to give my face a lift. And like I said, I want everything to look carved out, and I feel like putting the blush on my cheekbones really helped my face look sculpted and lifted. And then I'm going to take the brown shade again from the Smoke and Shadow palette, and I'm just extending my wing from the inner corners of my eyes. Then I'm going to take a liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to make a really thin line from the inner corner wing and connect it to the outer corner. So I'm also going to take the eyeliner and place it on top of both the inner and outer wing. I'm not covering up the wing entirely. I'm just going to deepen up the beginning of each wing. And then I'm going to take a black shade and connect the brown shadow with the black eyeliner to diffuse both of those colors together. And I feel like it just makes the eyeliner look more dimensional and enhanced. Now I'm going to start working on my lower lash line, and I'm taking a kohl eyeliner, just a black eyeliner pencil, and lining my waterline and bringing it down underneath my lashes a little bit as well. And then I'm going back into the Smoke and Shadow palette and picking up the dark brown shade to blend out the black eyeliner and bring it down until I'm satisfied with how it's looking and until it's blended out pretty nicely. I'm just setting my face, and you guys can see the shape of the left eye is kind of weird, but my eyes are really droopy at the top, so it is what it is. But I'm just putting on mascara. I applied the top mascara and my eyebrows off camera, and I'm also going to add falsies to the outer corner of my lashes, but I did that off camera as well. And right now I'm just lining my lips with my ColourPop lip liner. I'll have the shade in the description, but I'm bringing the shade towards the center of my lips, and then I'm I'm going in with my NYX Butter Gloss. I love this lip combo, you guys. It's probably my new favorite one, but I'm putting it all over my lips and blending it together. After the lip gloss, I'm going to go in with a lip plumper and put that all over just to make my lips look juicy and glossy. So yeah, I really love this lip combo. Very natural and cute, and can go with a lot of makeup looks. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Ignore that I scratched some foundation off my forehead, but I really love how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found some inspo to go with your Halloween costumes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video.